The baseball episode is finally here. Hello guys, welcome back to yet another video. Now today we are talking about Dragon Ball Super episode 70, the English dub, the Universe 6 vs Universe 7 baseball challenge. So basically Champa goes to Earth and challenges Beerus to a baseball competition, and then the teams are picked out, very similar to the Universe 6 vs 7 tournament in their roster, and then they just go at it and carnage ensues. And the English dub was quite entertaining. I do go recommend you check this out. Very accurate script, first of all. I mean, I know a lot of people were up in arms about the HFIL mention in the Dragon Ball Super episode 69 English dub, but this script is really accurate, so I do appreciate that a lot. The Dragon Ball Super episode 70 script is awesome, and yeah, so to start off, I want to talk about the Goku vs Vegeta fight that breaks out during the baseball match in episode 70 as Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue and then Vegeta also goes Super Saiyan Blue, and then Goku successfully distracts Vegeta because Goku is pushing Vegeta's pitch away, using the Super Saiyan Blue power, with the bat, he's pushing it away, and then Vegeta is trying to distract Goku, but in actuality, Goku is the one distracting Vegeta as Yamcha runs to the several bases. And then in the Japanese, as Vegeta is aware that Yamcha is, running along the bases, in the Japanese, Vegeta says, "Oh no," that's it, just "oh no," it gets the job done, it's a simple, effective line, but in the English, he's like, "Oh, son of a bitch," which I didn't expect. I mean, they do curse quite a bit in Dragon Ball, especially with this newer dub, in particular, this newer dub, because in the old days they tried not to swear because censorship reasons, but now with the Dragon Ball Super dub and Battle of Gods, Resurrection F and stuff like that, they used the word bastard and, stuff like that a bit more, and yeah, so I didn't expect the son of a bitch, but I guess, My Hero Academia, for instance, that's another anime dubbed by Funimation. Bakugo, he swears all the time. He swears like a sailor, calling everyone bastard and assholes and whatnot. So yeah, Funimation does swear, and it was prevalent and on display in this episode. So Vegeta says, "Oh, son of a bitch," which got a chuckle out of me. I was quite surprised. But yeah, so he says, "Oh, son of a bitch" to Goku. And yeah, so I enjoyed that. And also Beerus vs Champa, the English dub fight after the baseball tournament is all said and done, so they think, Yamcha actually wins the tournament for them, the baseball game. But anyway, before that, Beerus vs Champa, that fight breaks out. Very entertaining stuff. I mean, Beerus and Champa going at it, and not even, physical, physically. I mean, they did fight, physically with punches and kicks and stuff, later on, but them just bickering and being dicks to each other. My god, Jason Labrie, Champa, and Beerus, Jason Douglas, they do an incredible job. I mean, my god, man, it was fantastic stuff. I mean, literally, my god, god of destruction, haha. Anyway, Jason Labrie in the Xenoverse 2 dub, I didn't really like the voice, to be honest. Him and Champa just didn't jive with me. I didn't really enjoy it. I mean, it wasn't terrible per se, it wasn't bad either, I just didn't really get a kick out of it. But seeing him in Super and seeing him bicker with Beerus and stuff like that, I guess because, Xenoverse 2, the dub, they didn't get a lot of time with the lines and they didn't really know the character of Champa, so yeah, I can't excuse that fact, and, they're on a time crunch, obviously, with Xenoverse 2, the DLC in particular, and also that they didn't know the characters, and they didn't get proper context of the characters. That's maybe why Jason's delivery was kind of, I didn't like it as much. But anyway, yeah, Champa was really good in this episode. He bickers like a child. I mean, so does Beerus, but, Champa has that more raspy tone about his voice, which I kind of like. And Beerus and Champa just goes out you know, he just, Beerus talks himself up, and so does Champa, and it's just very entertaining, you know? And then they get physical, and if you've noticed, throughout Dragon Ball Super, you know, both the English dub and the Japanese, obviously, Champa and Beerus, like, when they're actually fighting, it looks like shit from a animation perspective, and, not art perspective, I mean, it looks fine from an art perspective, but, you know, from animation, very stiff, very rigid, very limited animation, I guess, and, yeah, so I just thought that was always funny, like, these two God of Destructions, or gods of destruction, I should say. Two gods of destruction, you know, two very deity, powerful, amazing beings fighting, and it's so stiff and it's so rigid. I think that's a part of the humor, actually. It's kind of like in Dr. Slump, when anyone fights in that, it's very, like, stiff, and it's, you know, there's not much movement, especially in the early episodes, when Raleigh's, like, running and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of that. You know, the animation's very limited, and here also, and the effects work on display with Beerus and Champa is what really, you know, sells, you know, steals the show, because there's not much movement at all, and I find that funny. I think it's intentional. But anyway, back to the English dub and back to the English voices. Yamcha, Christopher Sabat, he does a great job. I just love his Yamcha and his rendition. It's very close to the Japanese, not in terms of particular, like, voices, but just the soul of the character. You know, you can really tell, like, this is Yamcha. You know, the English dub of Yamcha just nails the character. I totally believe him in the role, and obviously we've seen him throughout Z and Bull and stuff like that, but I'm just saying, like, in this episode, he really gets a chance to shine. And when Yamcha, he gets to the final base and he wins the baseball game for Universe 7, he gets into the position, like, he's laying down and gets into the position that, you know, has been memed a whole bunch, and that's when, you know, the Cybermen blew him up, and he was laying in the crater during the Saiyan arc, during that battle against the Cybermen, and, or Cybermen in the English dub, you know, the Cybermen, and then there's Cybermen, and that's the way to say it, Cybermen. Anyway, Yamcha in the crater, you've all seen it, so I don't really need to explain further. I thought they were going to make more of a joke out of, you know, Yamcha laying in the crater like that, or not laying in the crater per se, just, you know, laying down like that after he, you know, goes to the final base. I thought they were going to put more attention on that and memify it a bit more in the English script, but they, you know, really stuck close to the Japanese, which I respect, but I didn't, you know, I wouldn't have minded if they had slight deviation and sort of, you know, gave it a bit more of a, bit more of additional focus, I guess, with the whole meme, and, you know, them catering to the meme a bit more. I expected it, but it didn't get it. You know, I didn't receive it, which is fine. I wouldn't have been mad if they, you know, just said, haha, remember that meme, guys? Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I thought they were going to focus on the meme more. Anyway, so yeah, that was interesting. And also, just Goku versus Vegeta. I love the Dragon Ball Super English dub when they just scream and power up. Obviously, Goku goes to Super Saiyan Blue, and also Vegeta does go to Super Saiyan Blue as well. They both transform when playing baseball. And seeing Goku try to hit Vegeta's ball away, like Vegeta's pitch away, and then, like, hit, like, the baseball bat starts glowing, you know, blue and all of that stuff. And I love when fucking, like, Goku, like, he's screaming, like, he's powering up, and, like, he's just full on screaming to knock a ball out of the way. That's brilliant, and that's why I was looking forward to this English dub, because obviously the English dub puts much more focus, not much more focus, just they, you know, amplify and exaggerate the screaming a whole lot more than the Japanese. In the Japanese, the screaming is awesome, but it's not as intense as the English dub, and I think we can all agree there. I'm a huge fan of the Japanese, it's my favorite version of the show to watch, but even I can admit that the English dub screaming is better. Anyway, the English dub screaming is more intense, so I just love, like, Sean Schemmel, like, just screaming his head off to just get a ball out of the way, you know, in a game of baseball. And then Vegeta's screaming as well. It's just a whole show. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. Goku versus Vegeta in Super Saiyan Blue, playing baseball, Beerus versus Champa after the baseball match, and then Yamcha finally, you know, winning for the Universe 7 team. I thought it was all fun. I really did like the script. I thought it was very accurate, obviously. Funimation has been doing a great job so far, you know, with the English dub script, and performances. They were all fantastic. So that's going to do it for me. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.